Davi-tech-media. Subscribe to Davi-tech-media. Davi-tech-media. Subscribe to Davi-tech-media.
Stable Kenya is good for everyone, not just for Kenyans, not just for Zambians, but indeed for Africa and the global community. We all know now that instability anywhere, trouble anywhere is trouble everywhere. We know it. We know it. We don't have to remind it. We've seen too many of such situations. So, Mr. President, Your Excellency, we pray for the occasion, the event that is coming. We pray for the stability of Kenya before, during, and after elections. Let me return to the core reason we're here. President Kenyatta has articulated why we're here: to retrace our roots, our path, our relationship, our history. Because even a plant can't just be dropped in the ground. It has to be watered for it to grow, for it to bear fruit. And we're doing just that, using the path, following the path, the leaders that came before us, Kenneth Kaunda, Uhuru Kenyatta, and others of that time. They decided that working together as Africa was the correct thing to do, was beneficial to all of us. And we continue to walk that path. But we also want to make sure that the decisions that we made years back, in particular areas, specific spheres of life, social, economic, we must ensure that we carry them forward. The agreements that we may have signed in the past of cooperation, we shouldn't keep them on the shelves. We must refer to them, check how far we've gone with the implementation of those decisions, the intent that then the colleagues that led our countries found fit to bring to the table for our two countries. As we come, we are adding on to that stock of things that we agreed to do between Kenya and Zambia, and invariably, other countries. And so today, we're very delighted, Mr. President, and the colleagues from Kenya, Cabinet, other public sector workers, colleagues from Zambia, who work together to lead us today's signing of memoranda of understanding, agreements. Thank you for the work you've been doing over the couple of days leading us today. But like we said of the old agreements, area agreements, let's focus on actually what we agreed today. In the morning, afternoon, actually, we were saying, how strange is it for us that sometimes we trade in goods from Kenya through Europe. We in Zambia buy goods from Kenya through Europe, and vice versa. Really? Does that make sense? Absolutely not. Why have we continued doing it? That's what we want to fix together. And really, please, colleagues, signing is one key step, but effecting, implementing what we've agreed is important to avoid duplication, to avoid overlaps, to avoid gaps, but more importantly, to lower the cost of doing business by trading, investing with each other through the shortcut. It only took us 2 hours, 30 minutes from Lusaka to Nairobi. But if we are ordering things, sometimes we need to have a physical meeting in London. We in Zambia are going to London to negotiate transactions to access Kenyan goods. How many hours from Lusaka to London? 13 solid hours. That doesn't make sense. Again, the question, why have we continued to do that? I think this is a time to say we will redefine the way we work with each other, which will help us reduce the cost of doing business, providing goods and services to our customers in our countries, and business-wise, it will make us more competitive. Simple, isn't it? Straight. So let's do it. So President Kenyatta, thank you for giving us this opportunity to be able to advance that path walked by those who came before us. But also, we know you're doing it for the Kenyan people, for the Zambian people, for Africa, for the global community. We are particularly keen on, first, and I agree with my brother, when there's an opportunity somewhere, let's look at what Zambians and Kenyans can do. Hold hands. We can't be enough, the two of us, two peoples. Other African peoples, as he put it, I agree. Come together to tackle that opportunity, to exploit that opportunity, which obviously will require investment, joint investment, people-to-people relationships, country to country, region to region, East African Community, SADC, ECOWAS, African Union. Then we can work together where we fall short, and we threaten nobody, because there's media here. We threaten nobody in Europe, we threaten nobody in America and China, no. We simply say it will be easier for you to deal with us when we are organized. And then, where we need additional support, additional technology, capital, as long as the capital comes at the right price. Because Africa is the remaining frontier that pays always a higher cost of capital, even when the returns are higher on our continent. So we agreed with my brother that we'll advance this discussion to our regional discussion tables, AU tables, so we then can walk to our colleagues in Europe, China, America, elsewhere, holding hands, and we'll be able to negotiate better and more beneficial transactions for all our countries. And this will benefit our people, jobs, business opportunities, support for the weak, for the sick, for the young, for the old, for the differently abled. That's how it works. So we rededicate ourselves to working together. And he says to me, HH, we expect this new generation of African leaders to run and not walk in this direction. And I promised him, and there were only two of us, so he may not say I didn't say it or I say it, because there are only two of us. We are honest brokers to each other. We promised him that we would definitely do that. We know it may be difficult, we know we may be misunderstood, but it's a walk, it's a run, which is absolutely essential. And we invite Kenyans, we invite Zambians to join this dash, this marathon, and other countries on our continent. We're challenged by the high cost of, for us, with our economic restructuring program, two things are bothering us: the cost of fuel, the cost of fertilizer. Now, if we put our heads together, for example, we're discussing with him, two of us, I said, President, I hear you're mooting an idea to consortium purchase of fuel so that we can negotiate better. Everything is negotiable. We all know that. I mean, yes, with international prices, commodities, but everything is negotiable. Other than our wives. I am sorry, ladies. It's not meant to say anything else other than what I mean. So I said, I hear you are mooting an idea that we can consortium procuring oil, fertilizer, more than one country, so that we can obviously get the obvious things, quantity, discounts, negotiation power. So yeah, we're looking at it. I said, Zambia is in. Can we bring other countries? So so that we can have a bit of a negotiating power. And that will translate into lowering the cost of two ingredients in our economic management issues or areas that are driving costs, that are irritating our citizens. If we're able to deal with those issues by working together, who will argue against that? Who will be unhappy about that? No. Ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellency, thank you very much for your kind attention. Before I sit, I have a small duty. To end my seat to the continued well-being of His Excellency President Uhuru Kenyatta, President of Kenya, to the continued good relations and cooperation between Zambia and Kenya, to the signing of the new agreements, additional agreements of cooperation between Zambia and Kenya that will benefit our two great nations and our people. Cheers.
Subscribe to Davi-tech-media. Davi-tech-media. Subscribe to Davi-tech-media.